Here we go. And now I'm gonna add a bunch of people to this call. We're about to get started, everyone, because Martin just called me on Skype.
Hello.
You're a bit quiet, unfortunately. Can you boost your mic a bit?
Possibly. Let's see.
Maybe.
Automatically adjust microphone settings. No.
That's bad.
Let's try without that. And this is not my good microphone. This is my bad microphone because my good microphone had a mental breakdown.
I'm using my extra fancy mic today.
Nice. I think this is the best I can do.
It's fine. It's just me being extra anxious for some reason. Where's the Mune? There's the Mune. Is that everyone? Nope, hang on. That's the wrong guy.
Hello.
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 Hi.
I'm adding people to this call.
I can see you're doing it.
Wow. Is there any place you can buy Blood Bowl on the sheep? I don't think there is any cheap Blood Bowl deals at the moment. They usually pop up from time to time. But you should probably... Okay. I think we've got pretty much everyone. Actually, just as a precaution, even though Tom's not here yet, I'm gonna add Tom to the call because maybe he'll get home early. Because he's at work, earning money on the weekends. So that's what he does. Okay, finally, I can do this now. I can add, well, hopefully soon. There we go. Oh, phew. Okay.
This is all very exciting.
Like when you asked, I played it just when you were testing it. Like, was it 1 or 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, probably.
When you signed up beta keys, and I'm like, I don't remember being this shit at this game. Like, I was totally unsure if you'd made the minions dumber or if it was just me that had forgotten how to play the game.
Probably. They're actually, if anything, they're slightly smarter now than they used to be.
Okay.
I think you're just shit at the game, Pinar.
That might very well be true. Okay, so for everyone that don't know what rymdkapsel is, it's a very stripped down strategy game, kind of. It came out on the PlayStation Network first, and then Android and iOS, I guess, and now it's finally out on Steam. And I say finally because people have been bugging me when they should actually be bugging Martin, who developed the game, to put it on Steam.
It's nice. Like, you can shelter me from that, so I don't have to deal with that.
But it's here, and there's some extra features now. When you first shipped it, it only had the normal game, and now there's a plus mode and ascend mode, but I guess we should talk about them a bit later, perhaps.
Maybe, yeah.
Let's move some cubes. I will overwrite the previous game, because I recorded that for just the thing.
Now I get to enjoy the Twitch delay here, so I can see what you did.
Actually, you know what? You know what? I can fix that for you. I can set you up with a super exclusive. Hang on.
That's alright though.
Yeah, it's difficult. Sometimes you don't know how big a delay there is, and sometimes there's a massive delay. But I'm hoping there shouldn't be too much of a delay. Okay, so no one's gonna understand this if you haven't seen rymdkapsel played before. But we've got 3 missions: research all the monoliths, survive 28 waves, and research all monoliths in less than 45 minutes. I will probably fail at all of these.
Yep.
On this playthrough.
There's more missions. Too.
No,
like,
you're not.
When you finish those, there's even more.
Yeah.
You're not failing this mission. You're demonstrating what happens if you play rymdkapsel being unskilled and what's the fails.
Exactly. Yeah, I'm doing the suboptimal playthrough because I don't want to I don't want people to watch the stream and go like, well, now I know how to play it.
Yeah, I'll just do what Knorr did.
Yeah, no, I'm going for the okay. Yeah, see, Knorr was shit at this. I'm like, hey, I'm better than Knorr, which isn't
Right, yeah. You don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. basically.
except my own. My words cut like a knife, a butter knife. Okay, I'm sorry.
Stalling.
Yeah, I'm stalling. If you just joined, I'm sorry. I'm having a bit of a flu session, so that's why my voice is a bit weird. And also, I'm drinking hot lemonade to fuck my throat up. Yes, let's start the game. Let's build our space pod with our 2 sugar cubes.
Marshmallows.
Yeah, I always, when I start playing this, I always want to. Oh, no, go there. I always want to like sneak around and get the. What are the purple things called?
I call them particle fields.
Yeah. Okay. I always
I
want to get.
guess that's the name I came up with in my very scientific. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get the particle field behind the base because it seems like it would be neat to just wrap around, but then I'm like, no, that's too many. Too many corridors you need to build.
I think the ones on the right and on the left are actually closer because you need to wrap around so far.
Yeah. The like I said, the point of the game is to, well, there are some monoliths. There's monoliths out here. There's 4 of them. They do different things, so you kind of want to run over there and research them. And to help,
maybe you should show them.
Yeah, I'm doing that right now, actually.
Okay.
So you want to get over there, and to get over to the different monoliths, you kind of have to extend your station from your base here, and to do that, you have a bunch of different rooms. Now, early on, we only have, well, we've got the corridor, and which we built, and an extractor, so we can get to this particle field over here. And I think I'm going to build a reactor afterwards because that's just how I roll.
Right. Yeah. So the pink room or the purple room or whatever you want to call it, like the extractor, that will give you the pink resource, the little thing with a hole in it. Mm-hmm. The blue room will give you the energy, which is the blue boxes, and you can see like there's a stack on the station right now in the center there. Those are like your emergency backup resources, and they will run out, so you need to replace those by building rooms that regenerate them.
Yeah,
basically.
As a professional games developer, which monolith do you think is the most important one to get?
I normally start with the speed one, the one that's straight up.
Yeah, I think we're going to do the same then. Like, there's no point not to. If you haven't noticed already, I'm pulling my spaceship plan is looking a bit wonky because I'm forced to use these blocks up in the top left, which probably has a much fancier name, but they're basically Tetris blocks.
Yeah, tetraminos is the technical term. Like, Tetris is a brand name, so you can't say Tetris blocks.
Oh, but tetraminos is far away detached from that.
Right, yeah, but that's like the geometric name.
Yeah, it's like an actual mathematical term.
Oh, actually, yeah, I guess because tetra is Greek.
It's for 4, right?
And in the bottom here, as you can see, as we build more rooms, we get more options for our minions. Right now, they're sleeping on the job because they don't have anything to do, where they built everything I wanted them to build, so I'm gonna plop down a garden over here because I want them to do stuff. So since they have something to build, they're back in construction. I can't control these on an individual basis. All I can do is pull them around from construction to engineering, and well, you're gonna see more options later on, which usually fucks me up because you're like, oh, you're free, go defend in the weapons locker, and then someone else doing something way on the other side of the base. You're like, yes, I am that sugar cube, I'll do that.
Yeah, they're sort of stupid, and it's mostly on purpose. Some people complain that the AI is bad, and it feels like a bit of a cop-out to say that they're stupid on purpose, but they actually are. I mean,
it's a feature, not a bug.
Yeah, absolutely. I could have made them smarter, but I chose not to. I even left some really stupid things in there. because they're minions. They're not super bright, and your job is to manage them.
I have a tendency when I play this, I'm trying my best not to at the moment, but to build too much of, well, to plan out too much of my base in advance, which...
You run out of resources.
Yes, and also, well, I don't run out of resources as much, but as mine and Machin's friend Per pointed out, because I totally forgot about it, there is a prioritize room button, and if you don't use that, your minions are just going to build random crap. Well, it's not random crap, but they're not going to build the thing you want. When you're like, shit, my extractor is almost done, I need another one. No, don't go build a kitchen. So I'm trying my best, like, to advance slowly. So they don't...
I really like games where you have, like, not exactly direct control of your units. Like, there's definitely room for, say, like a StarCraft or something where everything has to respond to your commands perfectly, but there's also... I can't think of something off the top of my head, but where you give an order and the units are like, "Ow! I guess I'll do that."
Evil Genius is like that.
Yeah, Evil Genius.
I guess Dungeon Keeper is pretty common comparison.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dungeon Keeper, have you played the new mobile game?
No, but I've seen the entire internet be upset about it.
I've played it, and it is amazing at what it does.
What's
and
the
you have to buy like $500 worth of stuff?
Yeah. Well, you know how in Dungeon Keeper you excavate your dungeon like block by block.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in Dungeon Keeper for iOS and Android, you can pay to do that. Like, oh no, this is some really tough rock, dude. It's this one block's going to take you 4 hours, or you could pay us and it will just disappear.
Yeah, that sounds excellent. You may be wondering why, like, what's the catch? The catch is that this red bar here at the bottom keeps on slowly filling up, and once it reaches the end, there's going to be horrible people that are going to attack my poor minions. If I have a weapons locker or a weapons room, I can send... Well, they can each take 2 minions, so I can put minions on, well, weapons duty, and they might shoot the ships down if the ships cross over, well, the weapons room's area. And that's gonna... It's gonna be nice and safe for now. It's gonna be horrible and shit in a bit, though, once this starts to speed up, because it goes quicker and quicker. And here at the bottom right is my current resources. My reactor slowly builds new blue blocks unless I have someone there, but I've only got 2 minions, so I don't. And I'm almost out of food. I do have a kitchen that I built, but I have to use my food service to actually get the yellow pyramids. So I need to put the green goop into the kitchen, and that will produce the lovely yellow pyramids. I guess I shouldn't be defending here. I should keep on rocking.
Until you need to.
Oh, and now they're gonna go shoot my shit down, so I'm gonna run over to the weapons room.
It's a very dramatic game.
Yeah, like it's such a fast start. Like it's kind of hard to. Hang on. Oh right, these are the scouts. I was like, they look strange. They're not supposed to look like that, and then I realized the first wave is just being nice to you.
Yeah, that was a pretty common mistake when people played it the first time, because they would do... I mean, you've played it before, so you were prepared, but a lot of people would just build, and naturally, because they didn't know, and then the enemies come, they just destroy everything, and people will get very sad. So I added these enemies that are on purpose making a really annoying sound, so you want to shoot them down, but they're perfectly harmless, like they won't do anything to you.
Do minions in rymdkapsel take time off to eat/drink?
No, their working conditions are pretty terrible.
Well, they do dramatically throw themselves on the floor when they don't have anything to do, so I guess there's that. And, wow, We should build some quarters.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put it here in this shitty place.
Need more dudes.
Yeah, we do. The only way to get more dudes is to build more quarters. And if I remember correctly from last time, later on when people start dying like flies, you kind of need more. You need quarters and you need kitchens filled with food because, well, once you build your quarter, you get more dudes if they die by putting. I think it's food in the quarters, isn't it?
Right. Yeah.
So what's when we did this last time was how long ago was that?
It's like half a year. It's been a while.
It was probably more. Hang on. I released on the Vita in May. So this must have been around then, I think.
Yeah. So what's happened to the game since then?
Lots of porting, mostly. I mean, the game itself hasn't changed much, which is really boring for me because I've been dealing with this every day for almost 2 years now.
Yeah, I know you said to me when people like even like from the start were requesting it for other platforms, and you were like, I'd love to, but it's gonna be a bit boring, so I'm not sure I'm gonna do it. But here we are.
porting stuff is the worst. Like, making new stuff is fun. Porting is all the boring stuff. Again, for every platform. It's like, oh, it doesn't work on my 10-year-old computer that I dug up from a hole in the ground.
You don't just like double-click the exe or like right-click and then click port for PC? It's not like a checkbox?
Can't you what happened? Can't you just go into your Windows install, right-click on the exe? Yeah, compatibility mode.
Yeah, just rename it. Like, it was like an APK for Android before. Just put exe on the end and you're done.
Yeah, and if it's an older computer, you just change the exe name so it's under 8 letters.
Right,
you got 8.3.
Then you get Windows 3.11 or whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, it's not.
Like,
it's not.
If you ever need to get a game ported, just come with us. I think we got it figured out pretty well.
The weird thing is, like, getting it to run on my computer. That was easy. It's been running on my computer the entire time, and then it just takes like 3 months of terrible bug fixing to get it to run on every computer.
Yeah, I mean,
and it still doesn't. It runs on most computers, but there are some issues with really old computers and some people have tried running it on like the Windows tablets. Okay. And that doesn't work. But it's only been out for 4 days now, so I'm working on it. I'm not giving up. But
no, I've been reading a bit on the Steam community forums, and I thought if we have the time, if it doesn't get like too intense, we might see if we can. There are some interesting comments, but there is always interesting comments on the Steam community forums.
Right, yeah, it's a bit like YouTube comments. It's
hey now, my YouTube comments are just fine.
What does that drunk man say? I don't understand.
Yeah. I don't.
Where's all that from? He has an Israeli name.
I guess we should for like prosperity's sake, whatever future reference. It's not. Eldad is a shortening of your something awful username thing. Like, it's actually Lithuanian Dad, but that's just too long to say. Now everyone knows. The dirty secret's out. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good about this, considering like nothing much has happened. But that's how it goes.
You screwed up because when you put eyes on security, you managed to take the guy that wasn't holding the block off first. But then you took the guy that was just about to deliver the box off, and the box went all the way back. So you should have just waited half a second.
Yeah, I'm not. I would say I'm not that.
So
good
you're not min-maxing your.
I'm not min-maxing. I'm not gonna min-max. Well, I guess I should. Like, if I really wanted to min-max, I don't know how you feel about this, Martin, but like what do I want with that? Oh, I'm gonna put that there. Like, if you really wanted to, you can just always get perfect pieces. Since you can place a room, and then you can cancel it, and then you get a new piece.
Right. Yeah.
That takes time.
Gaming
though.
tactics from Knorr, the gamester.
Yeah, exactly. They come here for the tutorials and the sick tips. Oh, I've got 2 new dudes because my no, that's not where I want you. I want you on research.
Look at him bouncing.
Yeah. Now they get to go be nerdy. Oh, don't construct that shit, you lazy buggers. What was I saying? Yeah. What's the official standpoint on just breaking the game?
Oh, that's encouraged. I love that. I love that stuff. That's amazing. Like I was at a conference and this guy he worked at Nintendo too, which was extra fun, and he was just like this total rymdkapsel nerd. it's amazing.
He's got all the pro strats.
Yeah.
Run.
Absolutely, he figured it out, and you can still do this on. You can't do it on the PC version because it's fixed, but you can actually do it on the iOS version.
Balls! I might have actually boned myself.
Oh my god!
Oh no, Knorr! You ran out of pink.
Cancel the weapons room, and you'll get some back.
Yeah, I could do that.
You'll be fine.
Yeah, I think I'm fine. I've got 8.
So exciting.
Like, yeah, I'm like, oh fuck, I'm almost out of resources. But I realize, like, just looking at it when you're not playing it yourself, maybe not the most interesting thing that's happened. But
well, it's not the best. It's not like Spelunky. It's not the live streaming game of live streaming games, I don't think. But
no. Well, if you decide to ever make a rymdkapsel roulette, let me know.
Yeah, well, everybody dies of old age, and not that kind of old age. It's just like everybody keeps playing forever. And no, I'm not going to finish the story. I'm not going to tell you the bug is shatters.
Oh no, my poor construction dude just died because he did his job.
Oh.
Pew 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 pew.
Food service, get me another one.
The PC version has stereo sound, which is brand new.
Holy crap!
That is fancy.
You can hear where the shots are coming from.
When's the 5.1 sound coming out?
Whenever I get, I can't do that.
Knorr, 7.1.
I'm
I
sorry.
could probably do that.
Oh, another important like update question. Oculus Rift support.
Yeah, I was gonna ask.
I want to. I really want to. I need an excuse to buy one. But I'm gonna wait for the good ones, not the ones that are out now.
I have another friend that works at Fat Shark here in Stockholm, and he was I was there at his place on Friday, and he was like, "So what have you been doing today?" Just asking so you could say, "Well, I've been doing Oculus Rift support for a future game, like just prototyping."
Track AR.
See. Well,
Like, if you're not gonna do Oculus Rift, you gotta do at least Track AR.
Yeah. What did you do with that?
Track AR is
Scrolling,
a hat you put on your head, and then it tracks the head motion, makes the camera move around. You could like have it so you have to place the blocks by pointing at where you want to place them with your nose.
I think you would use it to control the camera. So like if you tilt your head.
That's
left a little,
boring, Grunty.
yeah. Stop being boring.
All right. What if the direction you tilted your head told it what kind of room you were building, like up for food service?
Yeah, that's more like it.
Yeah.
I just want to like blink with my eyes, go pew pew. Hey, we did it! We.
Track that.
I'm in this position where I'm like, oh, I should be constructing more stuff because I need to get to the other ones. But I'm so pleased with the base I've got. Like, I don't want to ruin it. Now I have to decide on how to get where I want to get. Oh, maybe I should go. Let's just go around here. That's so far away from the weapons rooms. That's no good. But I can build another quarters over here. That's good. Let's do that. So we get all the dudes. But first we need to... Oh! We're already 70% decoded. We're
Just murdering that monolith.
yeah, I know. I'm really pleased.
We're shooting all these lasers at it. Science lasers.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's kind of strange how good they can be at researching monoliths when they're actually kind of shit at, you know, doing things in the proper order that I.
They're savants.
Well, all they're doing is shooting science lasers at it. It's not hard. It's point and click.
Okay.
I like to see you try.
Yeah.
I do. That's like literally what I do. I'm a science laserist.
She science lasers every day,
Well, not every day.
but most of the day.
Here comes the enemies.
It's cool. It's cool. I got it sorted. Kind of, almost. Well, most. Actually, I do have it sorted. Yeah.
No,
but there's
the
only
more you
one
make
gun
them
in the
drop
fucking thing.
purple thing.
Oh, phew.
That's totally not a bug, and that never happens.
Of course
It will
not.
appear. Here we go.
It's just on top of the other one. They were both on top of each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Stacking errors. I get it. I've heard of them.
Pew, pew, pew.
Enemy.
it's,
I can't hear the game, so I'm making the sounds for myself.
yeah, like I'm still like
Okay, pro tip. Like, if you drag one guy to research,
Mhm.
then you can just click again to repeat the last thing you did.
Oh, wow. That's sick.
Look at that.
Okay, we need more quarters, so I'm gonna put more quarters in, but I'm prioritizing this one.
And whoever said Raging Marmot, that's the only way to play this game, being OCD about lining up the pieces. You can't have holes in your station. That's
Yeah,
barbaric.
I've
Someone
been
could
looking
call-
at the yellow and green and just been kind of like,
Well, to be fair, there's also something to be said about letting a space station breathe.
No.
No. Yeah, like there's all this empty space on the outside.
I'm having some holes so that I can align my space station if we get a meteor, so I can just, rather than dodge it all together, I can just have it like go through that hole and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah.
And some jerk only like gave me certain pieces, which I'll be honest, it's not helping.
I would like to add that the game has the proper Tetris way of randomizing the blocks. Like the Tetris Grandmaster style of randomized.
what is the
that's that-
Tetris Grandmaster style of randomizing?
Yeah.
So they're not, like, it's like being a programmer, random means one thing, and being a normal person, random means another thing.
Yeah.
So, like, you know, when you're listening to like a playlist and you put it on random, that means a good mix. It doesn't mean random. Like, if you have 20 songs and 10 of them are by the same artist, maybe you're not expecting all of the same artist tracks to be in sequence. You want it to be like mixed up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
But random isn't that. Random is just like, if you're rolling a dice, you can get sixes like 10 times in a row.
yes.
So it does a bunch of tricks to make sure you get a good mix of pieces instead.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually keeping track of of 7 pieces, the last 7 pieces it gave you, or no, the last 5 pieces it gave you, and it will make sure that it doesn't give you the same piece that it's just given you, and some other stuff. But it only tries a limited amount of time, so it's pretty.
Are you telling me that this fucking game is pseudo-random?
That is true.
The only thing worse for professional esports than regular random.
It's also a computer, so there's no real randomness. It's just like whatever.
I can't believe this is happening.
I can't believe you heard here first, everyone. Grapefrukt denying the authenticity of esports by saying nothing is really random. I bet all the pro StarCraft players actually like, keep the formula in their head and they know exactly what numbers are coming up for
No,
their
that's not.
StarCraft.
Well, some people are gonna die, but that's okay. It's
For the greater good.
Yeah, I don't. I had such a. Actually, this piece works just as well. There we go. I need to. Okay, you go. Actually, where are they coming from? Yes, they're coming from the wrong side for them. The right side for me. Where's no? Fuck! Run! Yes, run away. Okay, good. good. No! They're gonna...
I think you're gonna be fine.
No, they're gonna...
Maybe not.
No, no, I'm fine, I'm fine. Oh no! Oh no!
You're fine.
No.
This is working out pretty well. Oh, you lost a guy.
Yeah.
And you lost a resource.
Can't believe this is happening to me. My base, it's working so well. Yeah, so speaking of random and pseudo-random, it's actually if... I'm going to talk about Blood Bowl now, but someone pointed out in a forum post recently that a lot of people have been... since it's a game about dice, a lot of people have been complaining about how the dice isn't random or how it's actively fucking them over. And it's probably because the... or actually, not probably, but it's more likely that it's in fact the die roller in the game, the RNG, is more random than your normal D6 die. So you're experiencing more randomness, which gives an illusion of the game not being as random as dice, because it's actually more random than less.
That doesn't make any sense.
Well, people, like humans, are terrible at randomness. Like if you sit down and you take a dice and you roll it 6 times and you get 6 sixes, you're going to assume the dice is broken. But that's not how randomness works, because randomness doesn't care what you got the last time.
That sounds
so
close
in video
to what's a
games,
gambler's fallacy or whatever.
Yeah, people always try and go like, "Oh, that was so lucky or unlucky. That was only like you only had an 8% chance of making that." And I'm trying to remind people that is only true if you're looking at the whole chain. But once you're actually in the chain itself, the result is actually more likely with every roll you make.
Yeah. And like with games, this is something you have to deal with when you're making games, because people assume the Tetris pieces are random, but getting random Tetris pieces is boring. I mean, this game you'd be fine because you don't really like. There's no like. But in normal Tetris, if you get all S or Z pieces, you will lose because there's no way to win. If you get all of those, like if it just keeps giving you those pieces, you will lose. Because it's like an unbeatable scenario. So that cannot happen in Tetris because the game will fuck you over. So you need to not have it be random to make people believe that it's random. It's like in South Park, or no, Simpsons or whatever, where they're recording a movie and horses doesn't look like horses on a movie, so they're painting cows. It's a bit like that.
No.
Hello, I'm here. Have you mentioned pseudo-random, by the way?
Yes.
Okay. That was what I wanted to contribute. I'm going now.
Bye.
Wow.
I don't know what you guys mean when you say pseudo-random, because I think that means a different thing to me than to you guys.
Pseudo-random is the mechanic that they have in Dota, where if something like it has a 25% chance to work, then the first time it does it, it's got a 5% chance. The next time it does it, it'll have a 15% chance. The third time it does it, it's got a 30% chance to hit, and then from there it just gets much more and more likely that it's going to be worthwhile.
Oh, right, yeah.
It works for like characters that have got bash attacks, so that they don't so it's less likely for them to run up and smack you in the face with the first hit, and then it'd be really unfair. But it means that the more they hit you, they are likely to get it, and not just have long strings where they whiff their thing that's got a random probability.
Right, yeah, so it's more like 1 in 4 than 25% chance.
Yes.
Yeah, that stuff's, it's really interesting. I mean, this is what I do, so I mean, I care about this stuff. But yeah, it's like, some stuff like that is very, like, it sounds like it's the same thing, but effectively it's very different. And it makes a huge difference for someone that's really playing the game and really into it. Something like that.
Speaking of, I had a question.
Yeah.
I was going to ask it, but I totally forgot what it was. Now I remembered it again. How difficult, since this version, like the PC release, has extra content basically. There's a plus mode and then a send mode, and if I remember correctly, the plus mode changes the way the monoliths, the skills, or whatever you want to call it, what you unlock.
Yeah.
How difficult was that to come up with? Like the actual
harder
things
than you'd think.
Yeah,
actually, because I came up with all the good ones, like the ones that made it into the game. Like, I mean, I had a couple, and the ones I actually put into the game were the ones I thought were the best ones. So then I had to come up with 4 more. It's like, okay, but I'm pretty happy with the one. But that took a while. I mean, it took like probably 3 or 4 weeks of me just. I mean, while I was doing other things for sure, but like trying to work out what
just sat down in an empty room.
Yeah,
I'm not going out of here until I come up with 4 new things.
I'm seeing you sitting in the philosopher's pose.
Yeah,
with your just going for 2 weeks.
And I wanted plus mode to be like a slightly different experience, like just not have it be like the same thing. So plus mode it's slightly faster, like a typical round. Like if a typical round in this is like 45 minutes, typical round in the plus mode is probably 35 or 30 minutes because it's a little bit more aggressive, and the monoliths are slightly closer to your base. You can do it faster. Yeah. So I think that's the main difference. And Zen mode isn't like it's basically normal mode without enemies because people wanted that, so they can just build their base and not have to deal with the enemies at all.
But it seems like there's oh no, don't. Actually, you get to be on engineering still, and you get to be on food services. Ha ha ha.
Is there any words of the bonus modes from PC release coming to Android and iOS or Vita? Okay.
Yes, I'm going to do that as soon as I've recovered from the PC release. I'm going to get started on that. It's a lot of work. I mean, I'm just one guy, and that's fine normally. But like when you're gearing up for a release, like you want to do the press stuff, like reaching out to YouTubers and to like the websites and stuff. You need to do the testing and you need to fix the bugs.
Yeah.
And that's all me. So it gets pretty insane at times. And I had a really nasty bug that just appeared like a week before launch. It's like, fuck
Jesus.
you, man. Turns out the music playback was leaking memory. Like, it wasn't too bad, but like when you play this game for an hour and then it would use normally it uses like 75 megs of memory. But it was leaking, so it's using a gigabyte of memory after an hour, and that's not good.
That's a lot more memory.
Yes,
That's
so
even more. That's like 10 times more and even more.
Yeah, and I mean, I have 8 gigs of RAM on my computer. I don't notice that.
Yeah, no.
Because I don't play it. I rarely play it for an hour.
It's hard to play this game for an hour, and by that I mean I'm not good enough at it to play it for an hour.
So when people started testing and play like 2 rounds back to back, they were playing it for 2 hours. It was going very, very slowly because it was running out of memory, especially on like lower end computers, and I could not find what it was. I went on this like wild goose chase because there's a lot of moving parts in a video game, and just figuring out what is wrong is like that's the hard part. Fixing it is typically fairly easy, but just figuring out exactly what is wrong is the hard part. So it took me like 3 days of staying up to like 4 in the morning and furiously trying everything. And once I found it took me 5 minutes to fix. And yeah, it's a weird feeling. It's that feeling when you're sort of pissed off that it was a stupid thing and you're so relieved that you fixed it. But yeah, that's video games.
They suck.
I hate
Never
them.
play them ever again.
Like someone in the chat is saying, well, music playback. So the thing with the music playback, the reason it's using a bunch of memory is because it's streaming from the hard drive. So the songs themselves are like, it's a 15-minute song that it's playing. And to play it, you need to decompress it. And the song like compressed is probably like, I don't know, it's like 15 megabytes or something. But when you decompress it, it gets really big, like 75 Like, there's a reason you can fit like 600, 700 megs to a CD, because that's how big uncompressed audio is. So it's uncompressing on the fly, but it's never releasing that, plus some other stuff. So that's why it's churning through memory a bunch.
Oh, I actually have enough. Oh, you know what? I should get rid of this weapons locker over here.
One thing you should consider doing is building your weapons rooms slightly closer to each other.
Yes, I agree.
Pew, pew, pew.
I'm just really disappointed in my dudes when they I always like having one close to the monolith, so at least 2 of the researchers survive, because it takes forever to have someone else run back. But I'm gonna destroy this weapons room now, because I don't want it there anymore. And I'm gonna build a new one right here. Also, fuck you for always putting the doors in the worst places.
Well, did you ever consider being able to place where the doors went as well, or did you think that having it being at a fixed location that the game decides for you added to the I'm not sure how to put this, sorry.
Challenge.
The thing. Yeah.
Right.
That's the way. That's the way.
I just did it this way first because like it was more practical and I didn't want to bother thinking about how to actually do the picking. And then I decided like it's not like it was a good trade-off having the game decide for you, because selecting where the door is going to be this complicated I don't even know how to solve that in a good way. So just decided like I don't want it. Let's get rid of it. So it just basically tries to place a door. It goes to the blocks in a sequence, I think, and tries to find a spot to put a door, and that's the spot it decides to.
Yeah.
Which also has this like there's like it's almost fractal with video games. Like it also needs to be consistent over time. So if you move the block away, move it back again, the door needs to end up in the same place. So it's doing this like magical trickery to make sure that it's consistent over time. So it's not randomly placing the door.
Yeah, you get more minions by first building. Well, minions spawn from quarters, but they need food, so you need a kitchen and a quarter to get minions. But the kitchen needs a garden. So you need a garden that produces the green sludge, and then you put the green sludge in the kitchen, which produces the lovely food pyramids. And then you put the food pyramids into the quarters, and then you get more minions.
Claude, why didn't you destroy that empty extractor?
I could, I guess, if I really wanted to. Like, I can do that. It's not
because you get some resources back for that, don't you? So
yeah, if you like resources, I guess you can do that.
Well, that's what this game's about, sort of.
Okay, well, if you say so.
Alright, Grandmaster and Capsule guy.
Yeah. Coming up.
Did you know that the developer of this game's at the call right now? It's me.
What? I wonder if there's anything else I can tell you about the game.
Well, I guess we're done here. No. What was I was gonna ask something else. Like, do you have any stats on how long people tend to play this?
I might do now, actually, or no, I don't have further. Like, I could put stats in it, but I feel like sort of a creepy.
Yeah, no,
person doing
yeah,
it.
no, because
Did you put achievements in it in the PC version?
Sorry.
Did you put achievements in the PC version?
Yes, the Steam version has achievements.
Okay, because that's pretty good.
Cool.
Yeah, that's a good way of collecting data as well without it being too intrusive.
I mean, I guess I wasn't really actually interested in like data in itself, but I'm kind of fascinated with people.
Let's break it down.
Like, because I tend to play rymdkapsel, like you play a game and then you play another one and then you curse the game a bit and you go do something else. And I feel like I kind of need to be in a certain mood to play rymdkapsel. I want something that's like, okay, I'm going to move some dudes around and have a bit of a mellow time, because it doesn't intensify until like half an hour in. And at that point you're like, oh no, why is everything going wrong? But I'm sure there are people that, as there are with like most games, that are just like, I'm gonna keep playing this forever now. And those type of people interest me. I'm actually really surprised that I've managed this well with only one reactor.
You've got a guy in there doing thing at all times, haven't you? So
Well, not anymore, but I put him back in. So yes.
Right.
Oh shit! We can research. That means I want. How many dudes do I have? I have 8. No, I've got.
So who's your pick for the Super Bowl? Is it Tic Tacs or is it Red Snakes?
Seahawks, man.
The Leaping Frogs. No, no, that's Blood Bowl. The Grizzled Bears.
Tic Tacs are looking strong this season.
Part of me wants to just do the, just do the. I guess it's not the asshole thing, but part of me just really wants to. Actually, a part of me wants to just do the four in a row blocks and build like the most fucking compact space station ever.
The USS Min-Max.
Yes, exactly. I'm like, no, oh no.
I have a thing I want to do to keep people from doing that, like the canceling sheet, whatever.
Yeah.
But I haven't actually put it in because, well, like I had to fix that memory leak, and that was scary. So it's like I'm not gonna touch anything now until release. But now I'm feeling a bit cocky again, so I might try and put that in.
So the blue radius around the defense things, that's how far we can shoot?
Yeah.
Sort of. It's also like you can't put another weapons room within that range.
Okay.
So I'm fucking Mega Min-maxed over here. Like,
Mega Man, he's in this game.
Yep.
Grapefrukt, how do you get Mega Man in this game? What's the code?
Well, first you gotta get the Dragon Punch.
Oh man, I don't know how to do that either.
Need to collect all the heart containers and all the suit upgrades.
When you beat the game and rescue all the survivors, you unlock the bonus day. And then when you do that, you get Mega Man's Buster Run.
I thought when you beat the game fast enough, you get a picture of one of the minions in their underwear.
I should have done that. There is an actual ending to the game.
It's not too late to add that.
Ah, that's true.
If you beat the game in like 15 minutes.
I want more garden, kitchen. Oh no, that's not a quarter. That's a corridor. Whoosh. Oh, and we need to go over to this extractor too. I'm doing it again. I'm building too much, but I can't help myself. What's most important? This thing is most important. So I love prioritizing. I just realized that by slowing the onslaught of the enemies, I'm actually extending this. Feeling really good about this.
Now you're getting it.
Yeah, but there is like, what you get if you win the game, without being too spoilery. Why are people still defending? Stop defending. Like, how long do I have to play before I get the win?
Which win? For
the cultural victory.
Yeah.
Oh. I don't know.
But you should definitely, if you're gonna add more content post-release, you should definitely do the end screen with one of the minions in a bikini.
The swimsuit ending.
Yeah, swimsuit ending. Just make sure the swimsuit's white.
Right. Yeah. I wanted to. I briefly considered, like, if when you get attacked and you get sort of like half of your your entire crew wiped out, there's just one little box remaining. I wanted to put like a Rambo headband on him.
Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say have hats.
Didn't feel like it would be like in line with.
Holy shit! I actually just finished the.
Is that the third one?
Yeah.
Wow, you're doing really well. Thinking you might have played this before.
Yeah, I know, and with the prioritize button and everything, I'm feeling like maybe it's going too well. Maybe I should have like. Well, I am kind of running out of resources still. No, actually, I'm not. I'm gonna get to that in time. No, they're dying. Holy shit!
Someone in the chat is asking when it ends, and it's like you can keep playing until you get overwhelmed. The waves will come faster and faster, and they get bigger and bigger.
Like right now, even though I had most of my dudes in defensive positions, I still lost. Like I'm down to 6 dudes basically. So I need to.
Can you make more dudes?
Yeah, you need to put foods in the quarters, and then you get more dudes.
Okay.
You see what people are like with the standing record for number of waves survived is on Steam.
I remember looking at the records on iOS and just going, jeez.
There's a lot of cheaters on iOS, but I think go in and clear it out every
I love that. I love when you go to like leaderboards and there's one like the first place is waves survived 15 billion.
I remember when I was playing Mirror's Edge, doing the time trials and trying to play something, and I had a look at the top score in the first level, and it was 5 seconds, and I thought, good.
So someone has like I'm looking at the leaderboards now. Someone has 114 waves, and I very much doubt that.
Because I put in a dragon that spawns in wave 70.
I don't
and
know.
it just starts eating the base.
The absolute best I know someone has done is 58 waves, and I've seen screenshots of that, and that someone I know would not be cheating. So yeah, 114 sounds a bit excessive, but I maybe.
It's still the pro strategy to just have a bunch of extra food lying around so you can refill your quarters pretty quickly.
Yeah, there's a bunch of like I don't wanna get into the
I guess you shouldn't.
Really pro strats. There's weird stuff you can do to make sure you can stockpile even more food.
Well, let's see, what wave am I in? Can I see what wave I'm in without
if you go into the menu, you can.
I'm in wave 11 apparently. Not even halfway there.
There's a lot of ways to go, but they get faster and faster. So you'll be at wave 20. There is someone in the chat is asking if the waves wouldn't be coming in every half a second. The game limits it, so it will never respond to waves at once. So you will be getting enemies continuously, but you will never get on top of each other, basically.
I remember I was able to cheat in the iOS version because in the first wave, when you get the scout ships coming in, just don't kill them.
Right.
It gives you a lot of time to keep building a base.
That was actually the little exploit I didn't mention earlier that the Nintendo guy discovered. It was like if you keep the scouts around, the enemies won't spawn.
Mm.
And yeah, I'm amazed that it took that long. Like that was. It was probably 2 months ago he told me that, and I didn't know.
Oh man,
I can't believe you're as bad as the Nintendo
I
guy,
like games with tricks like that where you can just keep it in the first stage of whatever to get more time. Like in Revengeance, there's a boss fight with a katana dude, and the game expects you to. At one point, you get a prompt that lets you disarm him. And then he like fisticuffs you for a bit, but it's harder than fighting him with a sword, and you don't have to do it. You can like go into the disarming mode and then just not hit the button and keep fighting him with a katana, and it's easier. And like that's a speedrun strat because that like stage of a boss is easier.
That's nice. I mean. Like having people speedrun your game is basically the
you've made
for
it.
For me, it's like then you've made it, and that's amazing.
Yeah.
Like having people pick your work apart like that.
Yeah, that's fascinating.
and then you can never update your game because people will get upset. Oh, you fixed this super obtuse bug? Like, what's that?
You
My
fixed
entire run
the
hinged
bug
around
that
that.
like only 5 people know because they've spent hundreds of hours deconstructing the game.
Yeah, and it's a really weird situation to be in because, like, you want to fix, if it's a bug, you want to fix it because people, normal people or whatever, like typical players who run into it are going to be confused. But the speedrunners, like your biggest fans, are going to be really upset. So then you're screwed, whichever way you do.
Going back to Mirror's Edge again, I was watching a speedrun the other day, and God, speedruns are so good for that. Like that, and yeah, the entire run hinged on using a double jump kind of thing where you kick and then you jump. You can jump again whilst you're in the air, which just looked really silly, but also like it let them do some really great shortcuts. And then there's that Half-Life 2 speedrun where the guy clears the bit where you drive the car in about a minute and a half
And on foot.
on foot.
So with the Half-Life 2 was the one where they do the, like, they just fly like a
Yeah.
Yeah,
ghost.
you bunny hop backwards basically, and there's, I think, no backwards speed limit.
Oh right, yeah. Yeah,
you
he's
can do
doing it in
infinite
reverse
breaks,
too. That's the impressive part.
Yeah.
It's not, you can't see where he's going. Yeah.
And there's a bit where he lands a very precise jump from across the other side of the map, and it's incredible. God.
I was watching where is it? Speedruns Live, the cancer.
Yeah, listen, games done quick.
Oh my god, it's so good. I love that stuff.
It's weird.
Yeah,
requires that
I've
you
been
put-
coming back and watching some. I really like the ones where they have enough people like beside the guy so we can explain the bugs.
Yeah, it's all about the commentary.
Yeah.
That's what makes it for me. Like, I remember when I saw, that was last year, when I saw Cosmo do Wind Waker for the first time. And it takes him like 4 hours, and that was 4 hours and 44 minutes, and I watched the entire thing.
It just there's something
Like, I was
hypnotizing about
clapping
them,
my
isn't there?
hands the entire time. I was enjoying it so much. And he's breaking that game so much. It's amazing.
I'm still amazed that I'm doing this well. I'm a bit worried because
I like that you're sort of checking out from the conversation. You're just playing the game.
yeah,
You're
because
talking.
there are things that are annoying me, like the fact that I've misplayed my extractors. So the extractors that the only one that still has anything that I've access to is the furthest away from what I want to build. So my dudes have to run really far, and now the one at the bottom is the only one I have left. So I have to get to that one too. But I've got all my kitchens and my stuff up here, and I need another fucking. I need more weapons. I need more weapons.
If an extractor is no longer extracting things from the clusters, but there's still a few pink blocks left in it, if you destroy that extractor, where do they go? Do they get
go
lost?
back to the center, like the
Speedrun
if there's
tactic.
room, like there's a limit to how much stuff you can stack up in there.
Right.
It will go back there. That's the same. Like the same thing happens if a minion is carrying something,
Yeah.
and you put him or you put it to do something else. It tries to put the thing back where he took it from, but if there's not room there, it tries to put it back in the core of the station or whatever. And if there's no room there, it just goes away.
I was gonna build something. What was I gonna build?
You should build weapons. Oh, you have weapons.
Yeah, I should build weapons. I love this extra button.
Someone in the chat is saying that this is a rip-off of Double Fine Space Base.
Yeah, DF9. Even though
If you-
didn't that came up?
If you
that
want
was
to, you
announced
can
in-
look at the release dates and see who was
Yeah.
first.
DF9 was announced in November, I think, it was last year.
Yeah, probably. And then my game had been out for like 4 months.
Yeah. I can't believe you are a quantum ripoff. You found a time machine, went forward in time, saw DF9, and thought it was such a great idea that you'd do it for yourself.
I can't believe more than one dude thought about, hey, how about we build a space station game? basically everyone's ripping off Startopia.
Yeah.
That I can't even remember playing.
This is what I like to call this either hipster StarCraft, which I sort of like that description, or Dwarf Fortress for people.
For people by people.
I met the Dwarf Fortress developers a while back.
Oh man.
I was fanboying pretty hard. That was pretty cool. They look exactly like you'd imagine they would. Bearded dudes.
I'm always
I'm imagining like the video game version of Dan Deacon.
Oh man. I think that might just be.
Like, I always want to be better at games like that, but I never feel I have like the time commitment to get better at games like that, because I always get a bit frustrated when I'm like, I don't fucking know what to do at this point. Especially when I feel like Dwarf Fortress is so fucking deep, especially where you have to decide on a pixel pack, and yeah, fuck everything, now my weapons are real good. I got an achievement!
Hey!
Oh,
It won't show up on stream, but the Steam overlay popped up. Suck it, everyone that's not me and also only has no achievements. I'm good at this game, goddammit.
That's the best part about Steam is I can actually see how many of the players have each achievement.
Yeah. Actually, think.
When am I getting my trading cards, damn it?
Oh man, I looked into doing those and Jesus. Maybe someday, maybe.
What's the process like?
There's just a lot of stuff you have to make. You have to make the cards, and then you have to make a bunch of trading stuff, I think. I can't remember. Like, it's more than the cards you need to do.
You've got to make the backgrounds and the emoticons as well, haven't you?
Yes.
Well, just
what I really
the
wanted was
emoticons.
to get the emoticons. That's what I wanted.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, to
white,
get
a
emoticons-
white square emoticon.
I think that would be the most popular emoticons on Steam.
Which one?
Just have them be the Tetramino shapes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to do.
It's
Actually.
like-
Jesus. You corner the market.
Because right now, oh cool, I have an emoticon that's a rooster, or a logo of a shadow run.
I sort of want to do my own face. So I have a good emoticon to use on Steam.
Bring
I
those
don't know,
comes
that-
back to the weed standard, in my opinion.
That's when you're successful in life, when you have your own emoticon.
Finally. I
Oh,
wish I-
well, look at Kappa.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't have to do anything else now. He can just go see
He
this
gets
face.
big face. And then he gets free drinks at bars.
Yeah, it's like, here's an old reference. He's like Tom on MySpace.
A game developer friend of
Oh.
mine, it's called
Kyle.
Kyle. He's he has a Twitch emoticon or a Twitch smiley, I think, somehow. I don't know how or why. And he has blue hair, and someone recognized him from his smiley when he was at
That's
something.
amazing.
Well, I happen to know a bit about Twitch emoticons, and I can tell you how to get one.
Man.
All you have to do is check out all these stores. All you have to do is be a you have to be a partner, and then you can make your own emoticons.
Right, and you
Real
get
fancy.
more the more subscribers you have, or something like that.
Probably, it wouldn't surprise me if that's the case.
How do you get partnerships? You need to. It's still the same kind of thing where you need to. Was it 400 viewers?
It's more than that now. I don't know how many.
It's.
And you have to stream
Yeah.
three times a week and have that out, which I probably can. But it's always you have to make a choice. And like, do I maybe want to like apply for jobs this week, or do I want to stream games? And even though like the success you can get from actually streaming regularly and having a good stream with cool people, that's, I don't know, it's like, it scares me a bit to try and do that jump. Like,
Yeah.
But hey, not to like. I'm feeling really good about this. Because I have. Like, let's see, how many dudes?
Random encounter asks, does anybody know if rymdkapsel needed green light to get on Steam? I think there's a person in this call who might know.
I don't know. I didn't do green light. No, I got straight on.
How? How is this
Wow.
even possible?
I
Paved
don't even
roads.
know.
Nepotism.
Is it because you already had plenty of sales on Vita and iOS?
I guess. Like, I don't know. I sent an email. It's like, hey, here's the game. And they're like, oh, cool. We like that. And that was that. It was insanely smooth.
Because there are loads of games where you look at them on Greenlight and just think, what is this doing on here? Like, I remember one Cave putting a bunch of shooters on there, I think. It just seemed weird that... Greenlight's just a weird phenomenon. I suppose that's why Valve's killing it.
Yeah, I think if it looks a lot like they're just going to open it up completely.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, Steam or like Valve is notorious for being super cagey about saying anything to anyone. So I don't know more than anyone else, but I think it feels like the logical conclusion to it, just opening it up completely.
Did you once you published on Steam? Did you get invited to a special Steam group where like us that have published on Steam?
Yeah, there's one like that.
Come to Brooklyn, ask for the special menu.
There's a secret forum and a secret handshake and everything.
And a password TF2 server.
Probably.
It's 24/7 2/4 though.
Well, I'm not even
Monkey's
sure I'm not even sure I want to publish a game now. I'm going to delete this weapon room because I don't need it.
What? That's crazy talk.
No, my plan might be working.
Okay, whatever.
I don't like. I could get more dudes. In which case I'd need more weapons. But I could also not get more dudes, in which case I wouldn't need more weapons.
Why are you building so many kitchens? The chat is asking.
Because I've played this before, and
excellent reason.
You need food like the yellow pyramids to revive your minions, and since the waves are going to go quicker and quicker and quicker, on later waves you don't actually have time to put green sludge in the kitchen to then put the food in the quarter, so you need like a backup of food to survive.
My wife is playing Spelunky in the other room. She's shouting now. I don't know what's going on.
She's playing Spelunky.
Yeah.
I've got it thanks to Eldad. I've gotten stuck on Nuclear Throne.
Oh man, I've managed to get to World 3 and 3, and then I died instantly.
Nice.
Yeah. Welcome to the team.
It's really hard.
I can get to Big Dog fairly okay-ish.
Yeah,
I don't need anything other than Spelunky. It's all I play now.
it's seriously like one of the big reasons why I was considering getting a Vita. Just, man.
Yeah, I have two
good-ass
Vitas
game.
because I was developing on it. And
Yeah.
One of my Vitas is just in a box somewhere, and the other one is the Spelunky machine. Like, I never... just running on it permanently. I never turn it off or anything. I just put it, like, in sleep mode, and I can play Spelunky whenever. I actually beat Spelunky for the first... I beat Yama, like hell, for the first time on the Vita. I bought it for a flight I was going on. I played once at the gate, like one round on the Vita. I died. Then I got on the plane, started playing, and played for the entire flight, and I beat Yama.
Very nice.
And there was no one there. Like, it was just, like, I had no one to, like, high-five me or anything. It was a very underwhelming experience. Like, I was shaking. I was so nervous.
You turn around to this woman who's got 2 kids and both scream, and you go, guess what I just did.
Right. right. Luckily, my
lady.
friend, who's also a huge Spelunky nerd, was on the plane, but he wasn't like near me, so I could tell him after we got off the plane. So that was nice.
I'm sure if you shouted loud enough, he'll be able to pick up on it.
Yeah, I considered it. I actually did consider it. It's like, is it worth making like an ass of myself just because of?
Well, no, what you do is you just shout as loud as you can, "I just beat Yama!" And then see how many people go, "Woo!" through the plane.
Yeah.
Don't.
The captain's like PA turns on.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a passenger just beat Yama in Spelunky. Everybody just like the small clap, like.
Drinks will be complimentary.
I'm sorry this is going so well.
To a person.
I mean, wave 18. I've only got 10 waves left. That's not gonna happen, but still.
We just beat Yama. Would you please step up to the pilot's cabin?
I'm going to the Game Developers Conference in like a month or a month and a half, and you get these badges. Like any conference, you get a badge, and because I'm buying my own pass, I get to decide what it says on it. And
just say I beat Yama.
It does. Normally it would say like assistant branch manager or whatever, but mine says I beat Yama in all caps.
How many of those badges you've seen have actual, you know, proper titles on them?
Well, all the like the indie people where it's a company of one person, like it makes no sense to put like owner on there.
Yeah.
So it's more or less like a competition to have the dumbest description on the badge.
So what's the best one so far? Oh no.
I saw a really good one that said fake badge. I like that one.
This badge for illustrative purposes only.
Right, yeah. And one guy put like a really long sentence like, does this have to go on the badge? I'd rather like that it wouldn't, please. And they printed that on the badge because there's no human involved whatsoever. It's just a machine that does it.
No, I fucked it. Ah, damn it.
It's really good. I like that.
I tried putting like weird emoji characters on mine last year, and it didn't work. I just got like boxes. And
You should write, let's see if they can print this, and then just a bunch of boxes.
Whoa.
Then a Unicode snowman.
A Unicode snowman, or like an ASCII art off of GameFAQs.
Yeah.
Of like Golden Sun.
Is there any rymdkapsel game facts? Someone should do a Google or a game facts. See if I can get some top tips.
There probably is a game facts. I think they're like automated or something. I don't know how that works, but they will.
I was impressed by the fact that there was a rymdkapsel entry on Twitch, even though it's wrong.
Is it wrong?
Yeah, it's spelled with the capital R.
Oh no!
The GameFAQs page for rymdkapsel is lowercase, and the GameFAQs rating average from users is 6.9
out of 7.
Very nice.
I was hoping for better, but that's okay.
I had a look on WikiHow. I looked up rymdkapsel to see if there was anything on there. The only result I got was how to hack into a computer, and
That's
then
close enough.
At the bottom it says, "Don't use this for anything illegal."
I think that's fair.
I have a Wikipedia.
Yeah, raise the new generation of white hat.
Wait,
hackers.
did you say you had or that you have?
I have one. Someone made it for me.
Nice.
That's not how it works. You can't make your own Wikipedia entry apparently, and it doesn't count if you make it yourself.
The best I have is an entry on Akinator or whatever it's called.
Oh shit, you're right. I forgot about that. Hang on.
An entry on what?
Akinator,
yeah.
The guessing game thing.
I usually come three suggestions after PewDiePie.
Do you have a picture on there yet?
No. Why would I?
No.
Go run, little minion! Oh, see, my minions are so well behaved. Like it's.
Pew, 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 pew. Which way?
No, no, dude.
This is gonna be tough. I don't think you're gonna. Maybe.
Don't say that. I honestly, I'd be really surprised if I'd get much further than this. because well, I don't have the nicest looking base.
It's all right.
Yeah, it's okay.
It's got a bunch of holes in it. I don't like that, but
it's got a bunch of holes in it, but they're for aesthetic purposes only.
Speed holes.
Exactly, like to reduce drag.
Yeah.
On the
Kanora, I'm trying to get you on Akinator. The guy just asked me the question: does your character say bro fist?
Oh, see? Fucking told you, it's horrible.
More like bro hoof, huh?
Yeah.
Ugh, Jesus. Is
Race
character
your
linked with
broofs.
I have an achievement on the game that 0.1 of all players have gotten.
Wow. Is it one that's hard to get, or is it a secret one?
Apparently, it's hard to get. It's lasting 28 waves on New Game Plus, and that one is probably really hard. It's also a funny thing. Like, it's hard for me to tell how hard it is because I mean, all I do is play this game every day.
When you're not playing Spelunky.
When I'm not playing Spelunky.
Ooh, do you think you can get a custom minion Spelunky character? Because that would be fucking stupid.
Maybe.
Yeah, just go all out. Just like custom whatever. Pre-order Spelunky on Steam and get a Spelunky minion.
Like, because they're not apparently that hard to like replace.
Buy Dark Souls 2 now and unlock the special Dark Souls 2 touch from me now.
I've been hoping for rymdkapsel cosplay. I've seen some. It's really hard. You put a white box on yourself and you're done.
It's probably my new favorite cosplay, actually.
Clara just got the question on Akinator: does your character surf?
Yes.
Yes. I think of Kanor.
I think we've had that. Yeah, see?
Fuck.
We've had that one before.
Oh, that's a bad spawn for the enemies.
Yep.
Them in one direction. You're gonna make it.
I am, but now... Food service! Construction.
Someone in the chat is asking if the PC version is gonna get any updates. Probably not. I'm gonna do bug fixes and stuff like that, but don't expect more content because I'm really tired of this game. I want to do something else for once.
So what do you have any idea of what you want to do?
I have some very, very vague ideas. I was thinking a little bit about it today, actually, but I don't know yet. It's been so long since I've done anything like sizable before.
Yeah, because I mean, I know you from like doing a lot of like different Flash games and stuff.
Right.
Like the first games I saw that you'd made were all like Flash games for, well, websites and stuff. So this is like, are you gonna? Oh no! I forgot. Poor minion. He woke up in the quarters and then got shot down. Oh, ow! No!
I think this is the beginning of the end.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it is. My I won't be able to. I don't think I'll be able to build the. I won't be able to build this stuff up, so I can't move my. I can't move my weapons closer to my.
Don't forget to destroy the things you don't need.
Well, that's not the problem anymore.
You got a new minion. You got 2 new minions.
Yeah.
What was the hardest part of developing the game? It's probably, I don't know. It's probably sticking with it. Like when I first did the game, like the first 3 months or so, it's really fun. Like that's why I make games. And then it's, well, a year and a half of just fixing bugs and porting it and dealing with a bunch of stuff that's not making games. That's probably the hardest part.
Oh, fuck
Getting
you.
the minion AI to be just right. Have them be like adorably stupid and not just regular stupid.
Why are you doing this to me? Now, I think my favorite bit about this is that I can actually curse you out when shit goes bad, which is not a normal situation when I'm playing games. Run, run! No, yes, yes. Oh, this is the. Oh, you're so dead. Still. Oh no! Ow! Come on, you can. Yeah. No. Oh, I'm at wave 26. Fuck! I'm not gonna make it though. Damn it!
You sell everything. Don't sell everything.
It's not gonna do any different. It's not
Sell
gonna
everything.
It's not gonna do
make
anything
the
for me,
scoreboard
though.
look better.
Because the thing I need is not more resources. It's more minions, and the only way to get more minions is to get stuff in the kitchen, which I need minions for. Well, from the kitchen to the quarters. Holy shit!
Pew, 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 pew.
I survived for 74 minutes. I did not expect that.
That's pretty good.
That's my all-time best, actually.
Wow. It's another thing that annoys me. Like, people take screenshots of the game and then post them to Twitter, which is really nice. I love that. And they do it when they die, so the station is all misaligned and ugly. It's breaking my heart because I love it when it's 45 degrees, like all nice perspective. And when it's all straight, it gets really ugly. That's the stuff I care about.
Yeah. That went surprisingly well. I am gonna
all of the material too.
Yeah, I'm gonna try New Game Plus for a bit. Yeah, I should have given all my white boxes blodge, but I didn't. I didn't think of it in time. Actually, I'm gonna get something more to drink. I'll be right back because my throat's being. Well, I'm gonna destroy it somewhere. I'll be right back.
Oh my God, he's left. We can do whatever we want.
Time to let loose and hang wild.
Exactly that. I'm gonna post a Steam code in the chat and see what happens.
I'm hearing a high-pitched noise, so I think that's what happened. That's a post alarm.
Copy.
Before you should miss out one of the letters and then like make people try and guess what it is.
Like that.
Oh. Hang on, did it post?
It's in the chat now.
I cannot see it.
My name is Grapefrukt. It's the one that's all letters and symbols.
Yeah.
And if you try too many codes on Steam, they will block you temporarily. So
Oh,
don't
really?
try to brute force it. It's a letter of the alphabet.
Sen lets you just build a base without there being any attacks.
That is correct.
See, I've been studying.
Okay, TomToz123 asks, is this a good game? Martin, what do you think?
It's okay.
It's
It's fine.
alright, I guess.
It's an okay game. As far as
6.9.
games go,
It got 6.9 out of 10 on Game FAQs.
it's
Good
not
votes.
that one game by Double Fine, the space-based one, but I mean,
It's no Shadow of the Colossus.
if you're a hipster like me and can't wrap your head around StarCraft 2, then it's excellent. It's basically the same thing. I'll be right back because my
Hey.
kettle just finished boiling.
I don't think not being able to understand StarCraft makes you a hipster.
Yeah, StarCraft is too much for me. Like
Yeah.
I like the real-time strategy stuff, but StarCraft. Geez.
That's a very definition of a hipster. Can't play StarCraft 2.
Yeah, I used to play it before it was cool, but now.
I played Warcraft 3 because it had heroes and I could pretend it was like an RPG. And then I
Yeah.
stopped playing it and went back to Final Fantasy because I love it.
Yeah, because Final Fantasy has heroes in it and you can pretend it's an RPG.
I also
Here we
think-
go.
Hello.
Boiling hot water down my throat in a bit. You can't micromanage. Well, you can micromanage the minions in such a way that you can say, "I want 4 minions to do this," and I want 4 minions to do this. But then you can say it's basically divided into construction and a few other features that the rooms might have. So you can't click a certain minion and tell that to do something, because if you could, it would make the game a whole lot easier. Because fucking minions. Okay. Let's try plus mode, which I have not played.
Let's try plus mode.
What? Hang on. Oh, right. Let's go. What? What did you do? Make any remaining particle field last forever. Ooh. Lets you instantly construct your phone. Oh. Quickly travel across longer. Gives you 6 additional. Why is the good one so far away?
All of these are really good. I'm not going to tell you which one I do first here.
I want the allow minions to travel across longer distance, I think. Make any then again, particle fields last forever. That's also good because that means they don't have to run. Actually,
and the attentive player will notice that there's 2 less particle fields in this mode.
Yeah, that's not me.
Oh man.
No, I think I need to go for the particle fields first.
Ooh, this is a bold move.
It seems like a good second one.
You be quiet, all of you.
I agree with Knorr. I think he should go for particle fields first.
You seem to assume that you're going to be playing a long time in this mode.
You're right.
The enemies aren't that much more aggressive. The waves are slightly bigger, but it's not a huge difference. There is 10 achievements to be had.
I've got 1.
You have 3 secret achievements, aren't there?
Oh, do I have more? Holy shit. So fucking good at this game.
And there's no particular reason to the achievements being secret, other than I could make them secret. It felt like a thing I should do.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna build out this way to get to the particle, because I want the particle, like, if everything works out, that means I don't have to build 2. Then again, I do actually swing by all of them on my way out to pick them up, so maybe I shouldn't have done that. No, I can just go straight here instead, which should be fine. No, don't. But I'm a bit worried that they're not going to be scout ships this time around, that I actually need a weapons room. So we're going to build kitchen. Well, actually I can build weapons straight away. So we're going to do that too. Then again, it hasn't actually started counting down. What's my picture on Akinator now? Put a picture up there.
I'm gonna grab a picture from TechSamped, and you're gonna have to use that.
That's my Google Plus picture, because now I can actually link to TechSamped and be really proud of the way it looks, because Parky fixed it for me. Well, not me, but for the podcast.
For the user base.
Yeah, it's very nice. Even if you don't understand Swedish, you should just go there and look at it and be like, damn, this is a nice looking website for a podcast. I wish I knew Swedish so I can understand what was going on.
I was already thinking that before.
Yeah. This, on the other hand, does this have multilingual support, Martin?
No.
Wow. No non-English allowed. To be fair though, like, most of this could probably be like just translated into symbols.
Yeah, probably. I mean, I could do it. It's all like It's all text. There's no like hard coded stuff into images or anything.
Yeah.
I could do it. It's just like more work for,
It would need
for
to-
little me.
Yeah, it would need to be involve rewriting the entire tutorial as well, wouldn't it? So.
Yeah, that's it. Like I can probably like people send me messages on Facebook and stuff and offer to translate the game, and I think getting someone to translate it isn't the challenge. It's getting someone to translate it well, because there's a bunch of like little nuances you want to get right, and so it's harder than you would think.
Okay. Now, well,
Yeah, and if you feel like buying the game, buy it from my webpage because it's the same price and you get it DRM free, and I get more money.
Oh damn!
is it the same as the Humble store, or is it?
It's the Humble widget thing on my
Oh,
webpage. I will get more money from you, and Steam will get none.
Damn. Fuck
And you can
Tro.
get the monolith edition, which is the cool version. That's $11.99.
Does it come with a bikini torso of a monolith?
Oh god!
Yeah.
Classic video game joke.
There's bikinis everywhere.
It
You
does
should
not.
release the bikini
It comes
edition.
with. Don't build that thing there. Like you can actually fuck yourself over if you build incorrectly right up to the monolith and not be able to get
Yeah,
it.
no, I'm not. Don't worry.
Can I post a link into the chat, or will it kick me forever if I do that?
No, you can.
Yeah,
Go
go ahead.
We don't
See.
have. I don't think there's actually any. I don't think our bot pants for that.
There's Moobot, but
Yeah, but I don't think Moobot's gonna ban you for posting links.
yeah.
It seems fine. But yeah, the Monolith Edition comes with a soundtrack and, I mean, the game for all platforms, DRM free, and a Steam
Soundtrack.
key,
Damn. Where?
and a
where?
bonus game.
Soundtrack's really good. It reminds me a lot of XCOM. That's my story.
Okay. It's fucking
Hi,
scouts.
Ethan.
Hi.
I could have
Oh.
done the. I could have done the Tom trick.
How is it going?
It's
It is-
going okay for me.
I have.
Is Grapefrukt having a nice time?
He's,
I am.
He's flogging his wares.
Yep.
Good.
That's
It's the only reason that we've even got him on.
Yes.
Buy my stuff. I was on with the Bear Taffy last night, and he did all that stuff for me. It was really nice. I just went yes, and he would do all the flogging for me.
Tell me you didn't spend the whole stream just talking about Spelunky.
I wish.
Because if
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch someone play Spelunky, I'm watching Bear Taffy.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that. And yeah, if anyone like I think I'm pretty good at Spelunky, but playing Spelunky and talking at the same time is a whole another thing.
Yeah,
When
it's-
I've played Spelunky and spoken at the same time, I mostly end up going, fuck.
Yeah, and you can talk for a little bit, like while you're in the
Yeah.
mines or something, you'll be fine. As soon as it gets hard, just stop talking.
It's I stream some Spelunky, but I'm not good at it. Oh no.
Nobody's good at Spelunky until
Wait,
they've
did I
died
fuck
like
it up?
100 times.
Yeah, I fucked it up. Hang on, how do I... No, what? There we go. I didn't... Well, I kind of fucked it up. Phew! I didn't proper fuck it up, just slightly. So it's cool. What was I going to say? Yeah, like, it's weird. Some games I can talk about certain games, like, a lot. Whereas other games, not... I can't really talk and play at the same time. But I think it's one of them things... Practice. Fucking boring answer. But
Makes perfect.
yeah, I think honestly I could probably play Blood Bowl and talk about it for 12 hours if I really wanted to.
Something very interesting happened to my Skype. It's all in Spanish now.
Congrats!
Have you ever had when it goes like it decides, okay, you're typing in like Arabic or something like a language that goes the other way around, so your cursor moves to the right side, and now you're chatting in reverse. It's amazing.
Yeah.
There's a key combination for it.
Bug. A Skype notification for someone logging in popped up, and I was like, wait a minute, I think that said está conectado and not is online. And now, yep, it's just herramientas, cambiar idioma. I think I just
We're learning things today.
I said it back to English, but I think maybe there was a keyboard shortcut for saying to Spanish.
Why would that be there?
I don't know.
It's like these, like, I think it's Intel laptop graphics drivers that have shortcuts for rotating the screen.
Yeah.
So you press like Control Alt down, and everything goes upside down. Like, who needs that to be a keyboard shortcut? Like, one person in.
I think maybe if you've got a projector, maybe.
Yeah, I guess I should do another explanation because we have started a new game. So this is Rymdkapsel. It's made by Martin, who's in the call, and
That's me.
yeah. And the point of the game is basically to survive until the end, which I have not managed to do yet. This is plus mode, which is a bit different from the base mode. It has different upgrades and kind of a different map. The point of the game is to try and build your star base, or well, out towards these monoliths. Well, you don't have to, but they have power-ups, which are really useful. You can build the types of rooms that are up here in the top. You can build corridors, extractors, which when you put them next to... Oh no. Hang on.
Yeah, you should get another extractor.
Yeah, I should.
You should get some more crew also.
I'm doing it. I'm doing it. That's not what I want. Damn it. Keep fucking that up. There we go. Yeah, so the extractor extracts pink materia from the particle fields. The reactor gets us the well, these light blue blocks, and the gardens produce sludge, which we can put in the kitchen to produce food, which we can then put in the quarters to produce minions. And the weapons, well, once this bar here at the bottom fills up all the way, horrible space aliens are going to attack us, and as long as we have people in the weapons rooms, we can fire back. And, well, I don't know if the same the same rules apply to plus mode, that you need to survive 28 waves or not.
It's no, it's 28 waves for plus mode as well.
Okay.
You can complete them, like it's only showing you 3 missions in the main menu. But if you complete a mission and it's not visible, you will still get the achievement and you'll complete the mission and everything. So once you've completed normal mode, you get the missions for plus mode.
I made it to 1 wave before the thing, so I think I'm at 27.
Same.
I made it 27 earlier, and I missed getting all the monoliths in 45 minutes by 3 minutes.
Wow.
So now I gotta go
you
again.
for being better than me. I made it to 27 in 74 minutes. Well, actually, I had researched all of the stuff earlier, but still.
Yeah, that's about when my 27th was also.
Someone, Orco80 is asking what the inspiration for the enemies were. I'm not actually sure what the. I think they just happened to look like that because that was. Originally, they were just like little squares that would come in and shoot at you, and then I gave the squares little tails, like it would. Like poop out a little smaller square, so you get like these trails going, and then it was taking so much performance to do that stupid effect that wasn't even that cool. So I decided like let's use that for something more worthwhile, and I redid them to look like this. But I've probably stolen it from somewhere, but I'm not sure where.
Yeah, if you follow Martin on Twitter, you sometimes get graphical updates. Like, I did this thing, so now this glass pane scatters properly. Check it out, and then you click on it, and it shatters. And like, okay, I'm sure that's really good.
Yeah, that stuff's really important.
And usually Notch just replies and says something that you don't understand. You're like, okay.
Yeah, and then all the Minecraft kids are tweeting you. That's what happens when you're talking to Notch.
This guy has to be cool.
Yeah, and like the way Twitter works, like normally you don't see that unless you're following me and him.
Yeah.
And no one's following me, and everyone's following Notch. This is people going into Notch's page and looking who he's talking to.
Oh, now I'm like, I need...
Put one guy on food service, and you'll get one more minion.
Yeah, I should, but I want everything at once. I'm like, that's why I can only play this like twice in a row, because I always feel like I'm not playing. Like, I'm always fucking something up, in a way. Like,
Bleeding Hippie, do you have an Intel graphics card? If you're getting the immediately close thing, there's a fix for that in the Steam forums. But if you know how to get a beta branch on Steam, there's a special version for you there. So the game crashes if you have an Intel HD graphics card. It doesn't even crash; it just doesn't start. Which is a fun thing.
Damn.
But I've fixed that. I have fixed it. I just need to make sure that the fix didn't break anything else, which is the boring part of fixing stuff. Like, oh, I patched this hole and now it started leaking somewhere else. But that should hook you up.
A door and a window opens. That's what the saying is used for, isn't it? Wait.
Yeah, but in reverse, I guess.
Yeah.
Prioritize that shit.
Time saves the beggar from kicking the.
That's a really good saying. I'm glad you said that. Like, hey, what happened to the music?
Is it not playing?
No, it's not. Hang on. Did I turn it off? No. Maybe it's just like restarting it. I don't know. Like, is it just really quiet?
You could try toggling it on and off. Try turning it off and on again.
Let me reboot.
It has new music for the Plus and Send mode has different tracks.
No, it's probably good because the normal music it is very atmospheric and very like foreboding. And if I'm trying to play something expressly called Zen mode, I don't want that constant feeling of dread. You know?
Right. Yeah. I really like the Plus song. I put that on still just to like chill out. Which is a thing like when you're like if you're making a video game, or even if you're like making like if you're editing video or something and you have music to it, you will start to hate the music eventually, because if you hear anything, no matter how good it is, you will start hating it. And I still don't hate the music for this game. Which I think is a good thing.
Yeah, seal of quality, I think.
Yes, there is colorblind mode.
Could you turn it on?
Yeah, I could. If I press options instead of resume game. I had this on when I streamed the first time around, and people are like, "What? Why does your game look different than mine?" But it's not. Okay, yeah, there's some music in the background now. Phew.
Nice. Okay, I'm gonna go get something to eat.
No, don't, Tom.
I'm really hungry.
Tom, are we doing Numenera after this?
Probably, why not?
Because you're friggin' eating.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
You
be
can,
back.
believe it.
you can have a sandwich.
Can't
I
believe he's
probably
doing
will.
this.
Eaten
Sorry.
in front of the computer.
I'm not going to be eating in front of the computer.
Tom, you're not an animal. You can do more than one thing at the same
Tom's
time.
eating again.
I love to
Every
eat.
day, like 3 or 4 times.
It's
I wish it
ridiculous.
was 3 or
Yeah.
4 times.
Oh no, that's a bad enemy spawn. He'll be fine though.
Yeah. No, I won't research.
Alright, bye.
Oh.
Oh,
did
he
it.
was making all the noise.
Yeah, he is.
It's noisy Tom.
Yeah. He claims... He tries to blame his computer fans, but we know better. It's his voice.
Yeah. My old computer or something used to have that. Like when I moved my mouse, it would ruin the USB something that would make my microphone sound really weird.
That's good.
So I could do stuff that involved me not moving the mouse. It would be fine.
Yeah, I'm finally used to my microphone setup now because I have a fancy mic with a fancy mic stand, but it took a while to sit in front of it, and rather than just having a headset.
Right, yeah. Because that's what I'm doing right now. Like I'm lying down here in my chair.
But it also means I can do cool stuff like I can lean away and also kind of shout.
That's pretty cool.
That's very cool. I like that a lot. Actually, well, my super hot like lemonade is no longer super hot. It's just warm, which is still nice, but not as good. I feel like I have like a sense of foreboding when it comes to what's gonna happen next. Maybe I'm playing this maybe I'm too good. Maybe that's the problem. Get rid of that. Don't need that. What I do need though is more quarters. And
oh, it's gonna fit too. That's nice.
yeah.
It's like you planned that in advance.
I had a big think about it, and I decided that was where it was gonna go. Come on, dudes! You're at 82%. Do the minions? Is it basically they research a set number of whatever points per minion per tick, or does it actually do research quicker if you have more minions? As in exponentially quicker? Rather
No,
than...
it's like 2 minions are twice as fast as 1.
Yeah. Prioritize that weapons bit, please. Oh, I need more food. Damn it.
It's funny too when people ask you questions about like specifics like that, like how much faster is it having to? It was some of this stuff I haven't touched in a year. It's like even I am not sure anymore. Someone asked me like if a minion is carrying a resource and gets killed, what happens to it? And I actually had to go into the code and look what happens because I've forgotten.
It goes in the stockpile.
No, it goes away.
Oh no. How you doing, Ethan? How you doing in your base?
Well, in my base, when the minions die, the stuff goes in the stockpile. I got a special game.
Wow.
Did you notice how I fixed Bleeding Hippie's bug?
Yeah.
By sheer force of mind.
That's very impressive. You don't see that often from game developers today. We can just go like, no.
Like
I'll
precognition, like I fixed the bug before you even had it.
I sense there's a bug. The Twitch chat allow me to fix yo shit.
Yeah, see, now
Intel HD graphics cards can go die.
Oh
with
fuck!
fire, by the
There's
way.
there are more dudes still. No,
That's bad.
that's really bad.
now you've got infinite resources, though. Infinite resources
Oh,
is just
no.
a little bit slower.
Oh no, this is not. This is really bad. This is fucking sneaky stealth bomber shit over here. It's cool. I made it to wave 5.
I think you'll be fine. Now we get to experience the half-speed extractors. That's a thing to behold. Actually, not. They look exactly the same, but I am still around. Chat.
Yeah.
For
It's just that this is such a relaxing game. We're all taking it a bit slow. It's also Sunday, and I still have the fucking flu, which is great.
It's the first one of the year.
Yeah, that's true.
I was fully expecting to like die after releasing the game, because you work like an idiot for 2 weeks,
Uh-huh.
and then it all just lets go. That's where I am right now, and I'm still not sick. I think it's gonna happen.
Yeah, I work a lot from home, so I'm like, yeah, I shouldn't get the flu because no one's here to infect me with their horrible germs. But no,
That's not how it works.
no, it's the realization that it's your friends ruining your life.
Bastards.
Yeah. Here we go. Okay. Oh, damn it. But hey, at least I can always like blame the cold for, you know, just playing stupidly.
Yeah.
Which is it's a nice start. What's the reception been on the Steam release compared to when you released it like the first time around for PlayStation Network and Vita?
Compared to Vita, it's been good. Vita, so nobody has a Vita.
Yeah.
It turns out. It's not been at all as big as iOS and Android was, but it's also a port. Like it's a third platform, so I didn't really expect it to be as big. But it's done okay. Like I'm happy with the launch. I was expecting a little bit more press than it actually got in the end, but I'm still happy. Like it's.
Yeah, because it seemed like it was a game that was, even once it came out, since it came out on Vita first, a lot of people were kind of wondering not if it was going to come out on other platforms, but rather when. And now it's basically out on the platforms that counts.
Yeah, people keep nagging me to do a Windows Phone, and
really,
I don't think that's going to happen.
All
the people.
Who has
all
a Windows
the 5
Phone?
People with a Windows Phone have asked me to put it on it. That's probably not happening. It's just too much work for such a small platform.
Yeah.
And me still working on this game 6 months from now is not super tempting.
On till Rymdkapsel 2.
Yeah. Maybe.
You know what you should do? You should make like an ocean-based building game where you build a base under in the ocean, and then like wave after wave of hungry piranhas attack, and
just do like a reskin.
Basically, what the? Fuck you, Martin.
You died.
This is outrageous.
This is outrageous. I can't believe this keeps happening to me.
That's what you get for going for the greedy one first.
Which one should I have gone for then?
Yeah, I don't know.
You do know.
Maybe the fast minions or the free minion one. You get like 6 minions for free.
Yeah, but I'm scared of having that many minions because they're just gonna die on me. That's why I didn't go for it.
Yeah, but while they're alive, it's brilliant.
I should have gone even quicker for the speedy one, I guess. I don't know. Like, I wasn't expecting them to hit that hard. Do they even hit harder?
No, it's the exact same. There's just one more enemy per wave.
Oh, yeah.
So the first wave is hang on, no, the waves are like shifted over one, I think. That's what happens.
Yeah, like, I mean, to be fair, like I kind of doomed myself where I fucked up where one of the remaining attacker killed 2 of my dudes when they didn't need to.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to come back from that. Oh dear.
That was sad.
Yeah, it was a sad ending to. Like, I'm really pleased with the way the first game went, but I can't really say the second game got me. Well, you know what? I look at it this way. Now I have a chance to play plus again. I mean, if I'd beaten it on the first try, I mean, what's even the point?
Yeah, that's no good.
That's no good.
But you still lasted 27 minutes. That's pretty good.
Yeah, like it felt this time around 27 minutes felt like a lot less, I'll be honest. Like it's weird because the first game I felt like it went on forever until we got to the end bit where of course everything went too quickly. And this one felt like it didn't feel 27 minutes long. Fucking, but then again, like if you're building a base in space, you don't have. It's much harder to keep track of time because you don't have the sun and the tides and stuff to orient your sense of time.
Right.
All you got is like the constant and never-ending waves of enemies that just want to ruin your life.
Yeah. That's like my favorite thing when people tweet at me like they got lost on like public transport because they were playing the game and forgot to get off. And I love that. That makes me so happy. Not that they got lost. Maybe a little bit that they got lost, but mostly that they were so like stuck in the game that they forgot to get off the bus. That's pretty amazing.
That is nice. I'm gonna stop playing rymdkapsel now because I feel like also like it's one of those games where you're like you kind of have to play a bit on your own because it doesn't seem that frantic, but it's that kind of slow.
The slow build up until suddenly it all goes wrong.
Yeah. Which I don't think you can really experience on stream as well, perhaps, as you can if you do it on your own. So go buy rymdkapsel on Martin's store at his page. Because that's where you give him the most money, and
that's
it's there
right.
free.
I'm gonna post the link again.
You should.
Oh, and we're gonna tell you as well. Like, if you get the Monolith edition, you get the secret game.
Yes.
And the secret game, I can tell you, is Tennis.
Oh shit.
By JW of Flambeer, and he is a genius. So that game is very good, and it's set in the same universe as rymdkapsel.
Oh, that's the. Oh.
And we've shaken hands on this and everything, so it's official. Like, it's the same universe. It's the minions playing tennis.
It's canon now. That's nice to hear.
Yep.
It's always nice to have an expanded universe surrounding your game. And basically, we know twice as much about the minions as we did before.
Right.
They can sleep anywhere, and they play tennis.
Right. Yeah, that's also the expansion pack tennis court room.